morning, Tottenham fans. It finished Brighton 2, Tottenham Hotspur 2, and a game that did not start very well for Spurs whatsoever. I thought it was going to be one of those days, and I thought not this again when we go to Brighton. But it ended up okay, and all in all, I think most fans were walking away content, especially after the performance we put in the second half. In today's video, I'm going to talk about the game. I'm going to talk about the lineup. I'm going to talk about certain individual players and certain performances as well. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button. Really helps the channel grow, and hit that like button for more Spurs fans to see this channel. Right, so first of all, let's talk about the lineup, because the lineup for me was a little bit... Ooh, you know, when you looked at it, you're like, what's going on here? So first of all, I saw Richarlison up front. And for me, he's been very, very poor in the last few games. And every time I point this out, that Richarlison has been playing poorly, or he doesn't do what we want him to do. He doesn't link up very well. He's always on the floor, and all these criticisms I keep bringing out about Richarlison. He always seems to put it in the back of the bloody net. He does it to me every time. But yeah, he was up front. And I thought, where's Moani? So I checked the bench, and he wasn't on the bench either. So then I had to message a couple of mates, say, what's going on? Why is Moani not here? Apparently Moani got a knock and he's not starting. He's not playing today. I was like, what? So Moani's had one injury in his whole career, missed one game, and he comes to Spurs and he's played 10 minutes and already he's not available for the next game. Apparently he got a dead leg and he couldn't play today, but he'll be back for the next game. I could not believe it. Solanke's the same. Got no injuries the season before with Bournemouth, and got injury after injury when he came to Spurs. What is it with us? Is it we pamper him way too much? Do they get too many massages that our muscles can't deal with any impact? It's very, very strange. But Moani wasn't in the lineup. Then I saw that Odegaard was on the left, and I thought, that's good. You know, we need to start playing people out on that left-hand side. We need to get someone to nail that down, because I don't want Xavi playing in the left. And I'll get into that in a bit. But Xavi was on the bench as well. So I was like... Because when I saw Odegaard on the left, I thought, yeah, Xavi's going to be in the 10. And then I looked, I was like, oh, he's on the bench, so he's not in the 10, so great. So Bergvall was in 10, and then I was like, that's okay. Bergvall's been playing really, really well, so hopefully he can impress today. So I thought, that's okay. So Bergvall was in the 10. Kudus was on the right, so the forward line wasn't horrible. It was pretty decent. But then we had a double pivot of Bentancur and Paulinho, and I thought, that's strong, but do we need to have a double pivot against Brighton? I wasn't so sure about that, but obviously we did, and that's what we did. And then in the centre back, then it was Udogie that was playing on the left back instead of Spence. That was another change. That's a change that I don't mind. I don't mind either or of them two playing, but I'll get into Udogie in a bit, because he is absolutely exceptional today as well. So in the first half, it did not go to plan whatsoever. After 8 minutes, one pass through, and already Mintar was through, went round Vicario and into the net, and I was like, oh, are you kidding me? Already, we've got a double pivot. We've got Van de Ven and Romero, and one pass through. That felt like last season. I was like, are you kidding me? So that wasn't a good start. Then the game kept going on and on for a bit, and it was to and fro. Spurs weren't playing bad at all. Brighton were playing very well. And then it was just, I think Bergvall gave the ball away. And then there was a shot from about 25 yards out, I think it was. Vicario should have saved it, to be honest, but didn't, and it went in. But there was so much stick for Vicario on Twitter about, oh, Vicario's let us down, we're 2-0 down, now we're going to lose this because of Vicario. Oh, he's always doing this, blah, blah, blah. And I thought, what? There was a lot that happened before that goal. There was balls given away, there was no closing down for that shot either. Bergvall gave it away, no one closed down the shot, and then obviously he should have saved us. I'm not just disputing that he should have saved it, he should have. But he's not the sole reason why we let in that goal. And the amount of times he has saved us in previous games this season already from us losing games, he's actually saved us points as well. So I'm not going to be too harsh on him, but yeah, he definitely should have saved it. So Tottenham weren't actually that bad in the first half. They were just any chances that Brighton had winning. And we managed to claw one back before half-time, which was very important. And like I said earlier, Richarlison got that goal. It's close-range effort, but he was in the right place at the right time and finished it well. I think it's his third goal of the season now. So, and with Richarlison, like during the build-up play, he doesn't offer much. Like, he doesn't link up very well. Hold-up play is very poor in my experience of watching him for 2 years now, maybe 3 years, I think it is now. I don't know how long he's been with us, but he's never improved. He's been the same for so long. He has these games where he'll get in the box and he'll score goals, and and it's the same with Johnson. We do say the same with Johnson. As long as he scores goals, it doesn't matter. So I'm going to say with Richarlison, if he's playing and he's scoring, then it doesn't matter, does it? So I need to be consistent. So yeah, Richarlison scores again. So we go into the second half. It's 2-1 now. Spurs' tails are up, and the second half was absolutely phenomenal from Spurs. Spurs were a much, much better side in the second half. It seems to be a pattern at the moment. We're starting slow, and then second half we're playing a lot better. So Udogie was probably one of the better players for us. He was naturally on that left-hand side, linking up really well with Odegaard and putting crosses in. Like, remember when I was talking about in my last video about him practicing to cross? Well, it's paying off because he's crossing the ball in now a lot better than he was before already. It's weird to say that you have to teach a professional how to cross, but you just don't, sometimes players have weaknesses, and obviously it's already paying off. Our attack and play was so much better. Xavi coming on made a massive difference, to be honest. Xavi was everywhere. He actually came on and played in the 10, which everybody was cheering for, which was brilliant. He could have scored twice. First one was running through a couple of players and cut inside and then bent it into the far corner. Great save by the goalkeeper. Second one, he should have done better. It came across him. He hit it across the goal, but hit it wide. He should have hit the target from there, really. But he was a menace when he came on, and you could see straight away that he should be in our 10 all the time. He should not be put out on that left because it's a waste of a decent player in the 10. It honestly is. And the only reason why I think that Xavi is playing on that left-hand side is because Frank can't decide who he wants to play on that left. He keeps trialling different people, and it doesn't seem to be working. But I don't think Udogie... not Udogie. I don't think Odegaard played that bad on the left-hand side, to be honest. He wasn't that bad. You can't expect a lot from a guy that's only played one game. Like, he needs a run of games, and he's only 20 years old. He needs a run of games. Bergvall wasn't great until he had a run of games. It's the same with any player. You need to give them time to bed in. So if Odegaard can play again against Doncaster, I think that would be a good idea. Get some more running time in him, get some more match sharpness in him, and I think he could take that left-hand spot, hopefully. You just never know. Kudus was excellent today as well. Absolutely excellent. A lot of people giving him man of the match as well. He was brilliant today, causing so much havoc. It's the kind of game he enjoys because it was open. It was end-to-end stuff. He had so much time and space to take on. It was many times where he was one-on-one with his defender, and you know what happens when he's one-on-one with the defender? It'll go round him. And he was doing that so much today. And so he was excellent. The forward play was much more excellent today as well. Let's look at the positives as well. We are currently second in the league, so we are disappointed we didn't win. But even that draw, that comeback, that fight that we had, the positives from that, just, on any other Spurs team would have lost that today. But they came back, got it to 2-2, and even could have won it, So the fight was brilliant. I think Romero put on Twitter as well that he was so proud of the lads for fighting back and, almost getting the win as well. Like I said, we're second in the league. If Bournemouth draw or lose against Newcastle, which is possible, then we stay second. If Manchester City beat Arsenal, which is possible, we stay second. So we'll be second going into the 6th game of the season, which is absolutely crazy, which is good. So, last season we would have lost that 100%. We definitely would have. Well, we did. That's what happened. We was 2-0 up and still lost. So I thought it was going to be an exact reverse from last season. I thought it was going to be them 2-0 up and we win 3-2, give them a taste of their own medicine. It was so close to that happening. So we've only lost once this season as well, another positive. Only one defeat that I have to talk about. Last year I had to talk about 26 defeats altogether, or 24 defeats. I don't know how many it was. I lost count in the end, but it's nice to not talk about defeats. So we've only had one. That's another positive to take from it. You know, Solanke and Mawani will be back in the next week or so. That's 2 more striking options that we definitely need. Like I said, Richarlison needs rest as well as he needs competition, because some games he is just poor. We need to be able to just take him off when he's playing poor and bring someone on, you know. But when it's just Richarlison, you have to keep him there. On another day, we probably would have won that game as well. We had chances to do it. We were very dominant, a lot more possession. Yes, Brighton had chances on the counter-attack as well, but that was because we were so attacking and really going for that win. Much better performance than last season, like I said. Last season, Brighton could have scored 7 against us in that second half. So I'm really happy with this result. A lot of fans, because we were 2-0 down, probably see it as, you know, a brilliant result. Some fans see it as a draw at Brighton with dropped points. I don't see it that way. I think before the game, I spoke to lots of Tottenham fans, and they were saying to me that I'd be happy with a draw, a win, obviously, but I'd be happy if we came away with a draw, because we normally go there and lose. And don't get me wrong, Brighton are a very, very strong side. They've got some very talented, technically gifted players, and like Mintar showed us today in Matoma, we did very well to fight, get back in there, actually be the better side away from home against Brighton, and could have won the game. So there's a lot more positives and negatives to take from this game. Frank will learn a lot from the first half an hour as well, where we conceded those 2 goals and how we was open for that first goal. So he'll be looking at that too. So lots of positives to take. Our attacking play was 10 times better than it normally is. Like I said, we've got Mawani and Solanke to come back, so that's only going to help our attacking play even more. We now know that Xavi needs to be playing in that 10, so I don't care who plays on that left now. We just need Xavi in that 10. And Xavi can feed that left-hand side and make them look better anyway. So, all in all, a good day for us. Second in the league, only 1 defeat this season. Xavi's starting to show us what he can do. Kudus was absolutely amazing today. Your doggy put in a brilliant performance as well. Let me know in the comments who you thought man of the match was. Are you happy with today's result? Thank you for watching. Come on, you Spurs.